crazy opening weekend. It's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in there, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. And let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On third down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 45 yards rushing for them on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now first and goal. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, they'll run it here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, but now they're set up a little better here for third and goal. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Looking at this situation, if you're at the 1, the 2, maybe you go for it. From here, you kick it.
I agree. I think you have to get points in this situation. 4th down, I don't chance it at all. I put the points on the board and go back and regroup.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the trade, and I think it was a smart move.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Again, it's Harris on second down. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Their own 41-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tua. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now a give, right side. Wilcox, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Allen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, he shifts past him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Wilcox. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
They'll run on first down. Wilcox.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
To the air, Allen.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throwing now is Allen. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Wilcox. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he is going to have the Bills first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, they'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
A throw over the middle, taken in. On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. Wilcox, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Allen off the play fake. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 23. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down now, Wilcox. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen going to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
Gabriel Davis,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Bills are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Allen will try to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some space here. The 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
79 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter. Wilcox, and not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Wilcox.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
To throw, it's Allen. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a give right side. Wilcox. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They're going for it. This is Harris. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilcox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for it.